special Thanksgiving blessing. So all of those that are attending, we pray that this food will be blessed to nourish our bodies, and bless each hands that have prepared it. And we ask a special blessing on Mel Hambelton Racing, and we ask that old friendships be rekindled and new friendships be made. And we ask that each person, every potential person here, would feel a special blessing, Thanksgiving blessing at this time of year. And you enjoy the season. And we ask these things in your precious and holy name. And all God's people said, Amen.
Thank you, Lord. Anyway, real quick, just start from the back and file back. And also, men's restrooms over here, women's over here. And if you need anything, come grab me or Nick or Kyle. We'll try to help wherever we can. So let's enjoy some food and we'll get some more. Okay? Thank you. This racetrack just as much as Nick and Kyle and I are doing it. She's just on the back side of the scene. She's been to almost every one of the races. She comes in and she's the t-shirts and stuff there at the racetracks and gives away all the goodies to the fans and stuff. So she's very much involved, very much excited, and it's Nick's and I's and Kyler's driving force to keep this racetrack alive. So I'll give you some more updates on the contract later. I want to turn it over a minute to Kyler Fetters for a few minutes and stuff too. And I'm going to tell you, everyone, is without Kyler and his crew coming to Dodge City, Nick and I would have not been able to pull this thing off as good as we did for the first year, and we would have never got this 3-year contract done. So, Kyler, I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for Nick and I, and knowing that the racing, the SaltCity racing. It's a true friendship and a true partnership, and I can't thank you enough for everything you do. And I will tell you, the meetings, the conversations that Kyler, Nick, and I have, do we get intense? We get intense, but we always come to the ball between us how we can compromise or do whatever. And we have a great work relationship, which I know is going to be very good for the next 3 years with this deal. But again, Kyler, thank you. And I'm going to turn the mic over to you. Kyler's got some special stuff here for us tonight, too.
How's everybody doing tonight? Guys, we're here to honor you, and thank you all for coming out here. Thanks for supporting us all year long. As I said, Dodge City, it takes an army to do what we do, and it's not just the crews, the staff behind the scenes, it's you guys, your crews. It takes an army to do what we do in the racing industry. And let's just be honest, it took one hell of an army to save this racetrack, and we all did it. So let's give a big round of applause for all of us. It takes a lot of work, and I know Phil's going to talk about some of the staffs here too, but I want to point out a few people that helped me make my job easier. One of them, there's a table right there, Jesse, Jason, and Chad's not here tonight, and Max. I don't know why he didn't bring Max. I had something planned for Max. The Smiths and Cunninghams, man, without these guys, we wouldn't have a great service. And who would have ever thought we could have a 100-lap Silver Crown race that would go without tearing a tire? It's because of those guys right there. So let's give those guys a big round of applause. Also, they are not allowed to go race Fall Nationals ever again, and then be in charge of the water truck for the last race. So, I don't know if that race to go on their portfolio, that was on me. But thank you guys for everything you do. Also want to thank Jess and Nathan Rollinsberg right down here. Nathan flagged sometimes, he was a lineup guy sometimes. He was kind of all around whatever we needed the guy to do. But Nathan, without you, buddy, I couldn't have done without you here in Dodge. So, and Jess, everything that you do with the scoring, teaching everything, it's awesome. Preston, how are you? Hey guys, Preston is my left hand and my right hand. He does everything I need to. Preston, without you, buddy, I couldn't do this. Without this crew, I couldn't have came from Dodge and did what we did. Okay, it's just it's an awesome deal. And then probably the person that well, we all know we couldn't do it without her. Couldn't do Dodge, couldn't do Hutch, URSS, High Plains, any of it. Is Nikki May. Nikki, with let's give these guys a round. And also, guys, there's so many more staff that are here now because other issues and stuff like that, life happens, so we understand that, but we'll post it, we'll talk about it later on too. Thank you guys for everything you do, first off. The next thing is, how exciting is this, guys, that we announced just this week, last week, we got a 3-year deal. We're going to be doing this for at least 3 more years, so it gives us 4 good years of racing right here in Hutchinson. That is very, very cool, and without Nick and Phil and everybody, that wouldn't happen. I didn't make all the board meetings with them, but they did a lot of stuff, and they did. So let's give these guys a big round of applause. Also, some of the friendships that we made out here is Charlie and Carrie and their crew back there. Charlie, thank you for everything that you guys did after the races for us, and this is coming from me personally. It's been a lot of fun having parties afterwards at the beer garden. So thank you. It makes it a lot more special for my crew and all these racers to go to. So thank you for that. But who's ready for 3 more years? I am. And it's going to be a great season. Robert's ready. We've got a lot of cool shows planned. You can see the schedule is up there on the TV rotating. Can't tell you everything that's coming because we still haven't finalized a lot of that, but guys, we've worked really, really hard to bring premier racing right here to Hutchinson, and I'm looking forward to doing those announcements. But with all the fun stuff that we talked about, all the positive, yesterday we lost one of my mentors, Rick Single. He was the founder of the NIVIRO Sprint Series. He was actually my race director for the High Plains. We lost him yesterday. He was a great mentor to me, and a lot of you guys had seen him out here at the racetrack. He'd help anybody. And so right now, I'd like to take a moment of silence to honor Rick, if we could. Rick, we'll miss you, buddy. We appreciate everything you taught us. I've got another guy that ain't here tonight, but Dalton Janishek is our announcer at the racetrack with Dodge and with my series in Hutch. He does a phenomenal job. He put this video together without me even knowing it yesterday evening, and I'm glad he did, because what an awesome way to put a tribute to Rick. So if you guys don't mind, we're going to play a little tribute video to Rick Sandleman. Thank you for everything that you've done for me, for us at SaltCity, my crew. You've all treated us with the most utmost respect, and that means so much to us. And we appreciate that. And hopefully we treat you with the respect in return, because that's what it takes to make this successful. So thank you all. Give yourself a big round of applause. Thank you.
Amen.
Anyway, kind of tough to follow that one for Rick. We'll dearly miss Rick, that's for sure. He was a great friend of mine too. Known him many years and stuff, but I didn't really know until tonight how great of a sprint car driver that guy was. So Rick will be missed, and Kyler will find some good spot. So now it's my turn to talk about some employees and stuff. He's got a long list here. First of all, Nick Bowman. Megan, thanks for giving him to me and to Kyler and to Mel Hambelton and SaltCity and Everett. Behind the scenes, guys, Nick does so much to keep this racetrack alive. If you only knew 1/10 of what Nick and I and Kyler do on the backside of this to keep this thing going and going from that park, it's crazy. The hours, the phone calls, and everything else we deal with each other. There's times I'm so mad I'm ready to walk away, and Nick can reel me back in real quick and stuff too. So Nick, I can't thank you enough for being my partner and my teammate, buddy. So next up, Alan Cover, our tech guy. Alan, thanks for being a tech guy. He spent, I don't know, 3 or 4 days at Boone this year, and I think you were more out when you were done, weren't you? He learned a lot from up there in Boone, but Alan's going to be teching again for us, and I can't thank Alan enough for everything he does for the tech side, and again, at the store, keeping our race cars together, and the trailer gets there and stuff like that too. So Alan, thank you for being there for us. Jason and Amy Knoll are both at the store. They're not here tonight, so for that part, Josh Crockett is also the one driving around the green tractor and helping us everywhere he's not here. And of course, Gus is our IT guy that keeps all of our stuff rolling. But also Mr. Jim Petty, sat here in the front row with us. They did all the stuff for us for the SaltCity race, the Silver Crown race, and doing the lap sponsors and that stuff. And there's not a bigger race fan than Mr. Petty, so let's all give the Mel Hambelton Racing a big round of applause for everything they do. I know Kyler talked about the Dodge City people, but I got to recognize you too, because without that crew coming from Dodge City, it's just, we couldn't have done it. So, and I'm going to probably mess up some of these things. I kept talking to Kyler a couple times how to say this, so if I mess it up, I'm sorry. Nathan Romser on the flag does a great job for us. Jessica on the scoring. Missy Zamora on the pit gate. And Nikki, again, thank you for all that. And I will tell you, there's times I come around and you've got all those drivers standing there looking at you and trying to get, and she's just calm, cool, collected, never gets excited. If it was me, I don't know, I couldn't do it. So Nikki, thank you for all that and taking care of our pit and getting everybody registered, getting our timing done and everything else too. Craig Schott, where's he at? He's on a trip. So Craig gets intense every now and then, but I get that part of Craig too. So Craig's always there to help us and get us going. Preston, and I tried to write this out, Maytai in the pits. Adrian Gator's not here. Lauren Ashlock on the safety team, and Cole on the safety team. And there's a couple of the safety team guys here. Yeah, and then Nathan. We don't see a lot of those guys as they're out there in those pits before. Without those guys, we would not have anything there off that part. Dalton Jenisak, who did this video, is a great announcer. I had a lot of people talk about how good a job he did for us. That part, and I got to get to these dirt guys. Gentlemen, phenomenal. There were so many hours on our Silver Crown race that we couldn't do. I shouldn't say we, I didn't do a damn thing to watch. But you guys, that was second to none. And I had a lot of people after that race that I did, you know what, I started right there, you know what, because it was a great job. So you guys put in more effort, I can't thank you enough. From Jason and Chad, I wish Chad was here, but I know he's not. And Jesse, you guys, we need to give these guys a round of applause. They gave us a racetrack that we could not have without those guys. Let's give them a round of applause. Those guys were dealt a POS track when we first started, and we drilled it, and we've got some exciting stuff coming, hopefully, with a lot of things with Murphy Tractor, and of course we're going to be talking to Mike Van Rieden some more stuff too. We do, and Kyle just and I talked about, we've got some ideas of some free, good dirt. Whether we're going to use it or not, or what we're going to do, I don't know, but we do have some opportunity to get some good, clean, fresh dirt. So we've got our push truck guys. We've got Richard Bogner, Ron Hewish, Toby Hewish, Evan McKinley, and Dana Poe, all there from that part of the home. I left Max out on the track crew, so sorry, Max, I didn't get that on the bottom side of the page, sorry there. So anyway, DRC people, let's give them again a round of applause for coming, driving, all of these that did that. Nick, let's get a mic. Okay, next up, Nick and I want to talk about is our sponsors that helped us this year. Nick, I'm going to let you kind of, these are the people that basically donated a lot of time and effort to help us get the first year under our belt. We got a lot of exciting things coming for the next few years with different things for the sponsors. You need to list that, Nick. Got one.
Yeah, hang on. I'm not prepared. Doesn't happen very often.
So anyway, there's some plaques on the back there for the sponsors we made up for those of you guys that don't see them. But anytime you see any of these sponsors, you've got to thank them, because without them, we couldn't have made this first year feasibly possible.
Okay, the first sponsor we want to thank is probably our biggest sponsor for the year. That's Murphy Tractor and Equipment. They provided us a brand new John Deere road grader and that Ham sheep's foot packer that without that equipment being loaned to us for the season, there's no way we could have been able to get that racetrack, or for these guys to be able to get that racetrack in the shape that it's in. So let's give the Murphy Tractor a big round of applause. The next sponsor on our list is Richardson Brothers Construction. So Richardson Brothers Construction is a construction company that's based out here in Hutchinson. They do projects all over the country and even out of the country somehow, believe it or not. But John Richardson and his dad Ross, Ross passed away here recently, unfortunately, but they gave us some implements. They gave us that green John Deere tractor that we see Josh rolling around in. It only goes about 16 miles an hour, and I give Josh crap about that all the time because he just can't go any faster in it. But John Richardson was a mayor of Hutchinson for a while, and now he's back still on the city council, and they have helped us leaps and bounds with getting in with the right people in this town to get the right support we need for SaltCity racing. So they're very important.
Okay, Andale Ready Mix, those are the guys that help with the wall panels. And yes, we got 7 panels that are going to go up before we race again. The fair board got mad at me and angry because I didn't put any more up than 1 all year. And I told myself I wouldn't put any more up than I had to because we knew we had a longer contract. So Mike Madison's done a great job with that. So without those panels, we'd be in trouble. Beachy Products, that's another company over there in Wichita. That's a great partnership with the store. That helped donate some money and everything else from that part. And yes.
So Construction Rental is a company that's based out of Salina that's putting a location here in Hutch. So they're the ones that gave us those awesome LED lights that we put on the back straightaway to offer up some more lighting. And they also loaned us a skid steer, which was really awesome once we figured out how to get it started. Agri Center here in Hutchinson, they loaned us the 2 side-by-sides that we had every night that you saw Phil and Kyler cruising around in. And then they offered a 3rd side-by-side that the safety crew used that went back and forth between SaltCity and Dodge. So couldn't do it without those guys. And Evans Building Company, Bill Johnson, a lot of you know who he is there in Wichita. He's a huge race fan. He's had a race team for a long time. He's always been involved in racing. And he's been a huge supporter of Salt City since we took this on. So we can't thank Bill enough. And Zener Electric next. I'll let you talk about them. It's your good buddy.
Yeah, I've known Dusty a long time. Sold him a lot of trucks and stuff, and had a lot of business with him when I was here working in Hutch. But he has Zener Electric here in town, and he kept our lights on for us and spent many hours out there that we didn't need to. We are getting some brand new lights. Hopefully it'll be up before the race the first time, but there's going to be some brand new LED lights going up on the grandstands and a few other places, so it should help a lot with the lighting on our track. Phoenix Recovery came out as a kind of a backup on the record. They saved us out there on the very last race. And then, of course, Canada, they brought us that big old tractor that ran around with a pick on it. That was a great time, right?
Yes. And then Egbert Liquor and Jackson Meat, they helped donate some of the drinks and the food for our VIP nights, so that really helped out a lot. And Bradbury Construction, they didn't really they didn't really offer any equipment or anything, but they bought probably 100 to 120 tickets to each race to give out to their customers, employees, and so we greatly appreciated that. And United Rentals with the water trucks. They hooked us up with 2 water trucks for every race, and we can't do it without that water, especially in Hutchinson, Kansas.
Yeah, so we're going to do something different with water trucks, just so you know, because Kyle's got done with water trucks going on, right? Slipped off the clutch one time too, right? With the clutch or was it the brake? I didn't remember. So anyway, there's our list of our sponsors. Of course, been on before, been on the racing, of course, too. But anyway, last year we didn't do any selling of any kind of sponsorships whatsoever, because I didn't feel good about going out and trying to sell somebody a sponsorship on 1 year. If I had someone walk into the dealership and say, "Hey, I'm going to run a racetrack for a year. Would you sponsor me?" I kind of think, wouldn't feel very good about it. So I didn't push anybody at all to give us any kind of money or anything of that part to make this racetrack go. But the next 3 years, yes, we're going to be selling a lot of sponsorships and stuff for the things we want to do and go with. We're going to need some money to do some of this stuff. So I am going to be out, Lisa's going to be out, Nick's going to be out, and we're all going to be out selling these sponsorships and have some more stuff hanging out there from that part. And it's kind of like Bradbury Company, they came to me and asked me about putting a banner up, and that's what I told them. I said, I really don't need your banner hanging up as much as I'll put one up. I need butts in the seats of my tickets, and he did. He bought anywhere from 100 to 125 tickets a race. And just forked over the money. So that helps drastically. So that's how kind of some of the sponsorships are done. I'm going to tell you that I can't appreciate everybody's support tonight, everybody's support last year. The racers, I tell you, we see people coming in every day, getting ready to go race in IMCA. So if we like that, because that's going to help keep our track alive. We have to live and breathe racing, and I've told this to other track owners, other racers, and I told them this, and I told to many of them, I don't care what sanctioned body you're racing, whether it's IMCA, USRA, USMTS, UMP, World Outlaw, whatever it is, if you're a racer and you're degrading another racer, or you're degrading another track, all you're doing is killing a sport that we love and is doing no good whatsoever. All this stuff on Facebook and all that stuff, everybody wants to get out there and do. Do you realize that you're just tearing our sport apart? You're doing nothing to promote our sport. We have to stop it. We have to be positive out there and believe our sport. Because I don't care what sanction body it is. There's somebody else that you know, whatever, race or do whatever. So I'm just asking you all for the positivity of what we have to do. Because these fair members, if you know them or not, they're watching and they're listening to what's being put out there. And we have to keep it positive. We've got to stay on the right side of this thing to help breed racing. Okay? So, naturally, we got a great relationship with Kyle. I've got a good relationship with Sutton out at Hayes. And we've got a good relationship with Chuck. Now, I will tell you that I'm excited that we're probably one of the only tracks going to race on Friday nights in Kansas. Okay? That just gives everybody else an opportunity for us to come race in Hutchinson, Vegas, if we do. I will tell you that I am going to go meet with J.R. Sartain Monday morning. I already made the phone call to try to break the ice with him. We're not going to get into all that story of me and part, but we have to work together. We all have to work together, no matter what track it is or whatever, it has to be from that part. So we're trying to make sure we do that and breed racing in this area. That's the whole idea of what we want to do to keep this track alive. What will that not Andy?
I think you're good.
Okay, now, any questions on the contract at all? Are you ready to go racing for 3 more years? Yeah. So, I guess we'll do some trophies and some communications of our champions and stuff.
So I will tell you, sorry, I've been kind of sick this week and the Dayquil is starting to wear off at this point, but I will tell you that about once a week, Bill Nightingale comes into my office and just says something that just makes me look at him like he's crazy. And he came into my office probably in August of 2023 and said, we're going to go to this fair board meeting and we're going to try to talk them into accepting proposals to operate this racetrack. And if you've ever seen us during the day, we're running 200 miles an hour from the time we get there until the time we leave. So I did what I always do, and I just looked at him like he was crazy, like how the hell are we going to do this? But we did, and it's been a lot of work. I never realized, I was a racer for a long, long time, I never ever realized how much work goes into putting on one night of racing. It's unbelievable, isn't it, Kevin? It's unbelievable. But it's been a blast. It's been a lot of fun building a relationship with you, Kyler, and a relationship with your team. Like we've all said, we cannot do it without these people. They're incredible. And but we need to give Phil a big round of applause because it's his vision that has got us. And Monday morning, he will probably walk into my office and tell me something, and I'll look at him like he's crazy. But it always works out. So anyways, let's start honoring our racers here. And we're going to start with IMCA Sport Mod, which is down here on the end. So we'll call your name, and if you just want to come up on the stage from this side here. And Phil will give you your plaque or your trophy. And then if you want to come down here, we have Ben, and he's going to take your picture. And then if everybody just wants to hang out down there and we're done through division, we'll have you all come back on the stage and we'll take a group photo. So we're going to start with Sport Mods in 10th with 3 races and 3 top 10s, Dallas Chambers. Coming in 9th with 3 races, 1 win, and 3 top 5s, Warren Huffman. Coming in 8th with 4 races and 4 top 10s, Sean Ward. Coming in 7th with 4 races, 1 top 5 and 4 top 10s, Dustin Landy. Coming in 6th with 4 races, 2 top 5s, and 3 top 10s, Brian May. Coming in 5th with 4 races, 3 top 5s, and 4 top 10s, Alex Weens. 4th place with 5 races, 1 top 5, and 5 top 10s, Dalton Bell. Coming in 3rd with 5 races, 1 win, 3 top 5s and 5 top 10s, Kyle Weeds. The runner-up in the Sport Mods, 5 races, 1 win, 4 top 5s, Jimmy Brosen. The IMCA Sport Mod champion from Dodge City with 5 races, 1 win and 5 top 5s, Justin Blaney. Congratulations. Thank you. Is this going to work? Awesome. Give these guys a round of applause. Okay, IMCA Stock Car Division. Coming in 10th from Hutchinson with 4 races and 2 top 10s. David Brown. In 9th place with 3 races, 1 top 5 and 2 top 10s, Craig Miller. In 8th place with 3 races and 3 top 10 finishes, Chase Moore. In 7th with 4 races, 3 top 5s and 4 top 10s, Caleb Hale. Coming in 6th with 4 races, 2 wins, and 4 top 5 finishes, Mike Peterswillig. In 5th with 5 races, 1 top 5 and 4 top 10s, Chris Griffin. In 4th with 5 races, 1 top 5 and 4 top 10s, Mike Burrian. Coming in 3rd, 4 races, 1 win, 1 top 5 and 3 top 10s, William Nusser. The runner-up with 5 races, 1 top 5 and 5 top 10s, Dylan Chambers. The champion in the IMCA Stock Cars, 5 races, 1 win, and 5 top 5 finishes, Scott Miller. Coming in 10th, with 3 races and 3 top 10 finishes, Ryan Green. 5 races, 5 top 10 finishes, Chris Pitts. In 6 with 5 races, and 4 top 10 finishes, Tyler Humphries. In 5th with 4 races, 1 top 5 and 3 top 10s, Aaron Rail. In 4th, with 5 races, 1 win, 4 top 5s, and 1 extremely blown-up engine, Jake Nightingale. I'm not even going to run the crankshaft pointing at the radiator cap, but he figured it out. In 3rd, with 5 races, 5 top 10 finishes, Peyton Burkhart. In 2nd, with 5 races and 5 top 10 finishes, Randy Wilson. And the champion in the Iron State Modified Division, with 5 races, 1 win, and 4 top 5 finishes, Casey Joe Gimmel.
They didn't give anybody else the opportunity for this, but I just wanted to, on behalf of all the drivers, thank Phil and Nick and the entire team for everything that they put together for us to be able to race here. I've been racing for a long time, and this was the first time I ever got to run at SaltCity, so that was pretty awesome. So just want to give them a hand for all their hard work because it's awesome to get to be here. So, and I want to thank Randy Wilson, because he's been a mentor to me while I've been racing, and he loaned me a shock halfway through the season. So that's the reason I made it, was he loaned me that shock. So thanks, Randy.
Everybody's going back to their deal. I told Casey this story. I've won 19 championships, and I've had 13 second places. And most of the second places I didn't really care for. But when Casey won this deal, I was overjoyed that she won this. So congratulations.
Okay, we're real early, but that's okay, I guess. Again, I can't thank you all enough. I think we can have a little more time here if you'd like to talk about different things and stuff, but hang out for just a little bit since we're so early. Love to talk about it if you've got any more questions on the schedule, any questions about the contract, or whatever might be done. So we're here to go off if you need to, or whatever. But again, thank you all. I can't tell you how excited we are for the next 3 years. Can't tell you how excited we are for the next year to get started. But I will tell you that we've just begun the 3 of our sides and everybody on the back side of this thing to kick this thing off again for 2025. And again, just I guess got to give you all, let's give everybody a round of applause for everything we know. So anyway, thank you again, and just hang out a little bit if you want to. If you can go, whatever, great. But we'll talk to everybody you want to, or question, whatever it might be, and just have a little bit of fun here, and then sing us a song. Absolutely not. How would you like to sing a song? No. I'm not losing it for that. No, anyway, just kidding.
Let's go racing.
I have to get my